Hello everyone, thank you for watching the video. Let's begin with a new and different topic today. We're going to talk about the present perfect tense. Present perfect, okay? But to understand this better, I will first take you through the past participle, okay? I need you to understand the past participle first, okay? So, for past participle, I want to show you how it works with regular verbs and also with irregular verbs, okay? The past participle is used in the present perfect tense and in the past perfect tense, okay? But it's one of the main parts of the verb. We have here simple form, simple past, and then here comes the past participle, okay? This is the past participle of all of these verbs that I have on the board, okay? So, regular verbs, finish, finished, and then the past participle, finished, okay? Stop, stopped, stopped, and wait, waited, waited. Regular verbs use the same form as the simple past form, both end in ed, okay? So you don't have to change anything here. Simple past and past participle for regular verbs is the same. However, with irregular verbs, you need to pay close attention to this section here. Irregular verbs, for example, see is the simple form. The simple past, saw, but the past participle is seen, okay? Make, made, made. Put, put. And you can check a list of irregular verbs in simple past and past participle, okay? We also use the past participle in what we call the passive voice, okay? So just to highlight, this past participle is one of the main parts of the verb, okay? One of the main parts of the verb, and it is used in the present perfect tense and in the past perfect tense. Regular verbs use the same form as the simple past form, both end in ed, and it is also used in the passive voice, okay? Now I'm going to explain to you about a second part, which is the present perfect tense, okay? And now the simple present tense, okay? The simple present tense is split in three sections here: affirmative, negative, and question mode, okay? In the affirmative mode, we need to use have or has as the auxiliary form, as the auxiliary verb, okay? I have visited. Visited is the verb in past participle, as I explained before, okay? I have visited many countries. You have eaten all my food, or all of my food. Tom has lived here for several years, okay? We're using have or has in third person as an auxiliary verb, and then we add the past participle form of the verb we want to express. And in the negative mode, we use haven't or hasn't, which are the contractions of have not and has not, okay? I haven't seen you for a long time, or I haven't seen her or him for years, okay? Also in ages. He hasn't come since January, for example, okay? This is a negative form. Have plus the participle, affirmative, haven't or hasn't plus the participle form. It's the negative. And the question mode, have you heard of this actor? Have you heard? Okay, this is more like a direct question. An indirect question would be, who has watched all of the videos on my channel? Who has completed the assignment? Who has eaten my cheese? Who has any other question, okay? So have, then the subject pronoun, and the past participle from the verb, or like in an open question, who has watched, who has done something. And this is basically the structure of the present perfect tense. Now, the use of it, this is what I'm going to explain now. We use the present perfect tense for these things mainly, okay? To talk about something that started in the past and continues up to the present now. Okay, so I have an example here. We have lived in Canada for a long time. We have lived in Canada for a long time. We started living in Canada at some point in the past. We're still living in Canada. Okay, so this is the first one. Second, we use the present perfect tense to talk about an event that happened at an indefinite time in the past. For example, he has traveled to Russia. When? We don't know, okay? But he has traveled to Russia. So he has traveled, okay? To Russia, to Alaska, China, Canada, any other place. We also use the present perfect tense to talk about something that recently took place. For example, a tornado has just hit my town. Just is indicating that it recently happened, okay? A tornado has just started or has just hit my town. This is the example, okay? And to summarize things here, I want to mention that we use the present perfect tense to connect the past to the present, okay? For example, she has taught school for 20 years or 20 years. Now she wants to retire. We're connecting something that started in the past, but it's still taking place in the present, okay? We're connecting the past to the present. Also, I want to mention that these words are very common in the present perfect tense, okay? Already, always, ever, and never, okay? Let me highlight them here. Already and ever, okay? And you will usually find them before the past participle. Before the past participle, okay? The employees have already left work, okay? They have already left work, it's late. Have you ever seen a lion? Have you ever eaten grasshoppers? Okay, so we usually find these words before the past participle, okay? And the last two, yet and so far, okay? She hasn't called yet. Now, here we're gonna find the word yet and also the words so far at the end of the sentence, okay? For example, she hasn't called yet, okay? Period. I expect the call soon. The games have been good so far. There's one more, okay? So they are found at the end of the sentence. And this is basically everything that I had here for you today about the present perfect tense. I thank you very much for watching the video, subscribing, and giving us a like. Thank you for the comments below. If you have any questions, make sure you post your comment below, okay? See you next time. God bless you.